Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading, a message about the power of your subconscious mind in your current situation. And to do this reading, we are going to be picking 3 piles together. Very excited about this reading. I wonder what your subconscious mind is going to show you with regards to its power in the situation, in a certain situation in your life. So let's check out your 3 piles. For pile number 1, you have shadow and light. For pile number 2, you have Death Valley. And for pile number 3, you have Inner Guardian. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There you go. So for pile number 1, you have the Amethyst. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Selenite, and this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 3, you have the yellow Aventurine, and this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. But if you feel drawn to more than 1 pile or more than 1 crystal, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition, whether it's just one and you know that's the one, several or all. It is your intuition, that's the magic that always leads you to the right readings. So trust it and let it guide the way for you. It is perhaps guiding you to more information that you may want to hear that will truly change an important situation in your life. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. I'm very excited about today's reading. We're going to be picking the cards right away as we do the reading. Whenever we need a card, we'll be pulling a card from the decks that we will be using today. And as you know, we're taking a look at a message about the power of your subconscious mind in the current situation that you're in. How can you use your subconscious mind in your situation? So very excited to see what's up in this reading and how your subconscious mind can help you. All right, so let's get straight into it. Your first card already gives us a lot of clues. We have the shadow and light with demons, shadow self, and integration. Let's see what this is all about. So you have the spider and passion flower with creative ingenuity. Okay. You have the horse and bluebell with modest fortitude. All right. Fortitude does speak about the power of the mind, by the way, you know, having powerful thoughts to help you persevere through a certain situation. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 4 of Pentacles. Such an attractive 4 of Pentacles indeed. It's grabbing our attention to this area. Okay, you have the 7 of Swords. You have the 5 of Cups. The Judgment card. You have the 6 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. And last but not least, you have the 2 of Swords. So first off, let's take a closer look at what the situation of before we can take a closer look at the power of your subconscious mind within this situation. But you will notice right off the bat that your main card, along with your crystal, the amethyst, of course, there's a lot of purples with the hair. And look at that, with fortitude, the bluebells on this card are, again, drawing our attention to the main color in your reading, the purple. So I really feel that see, the crown chakra, of course, sorry, the amethyst represents the crown chakra. And so I see it has to do with knowing that you have powers, of course, beyond what you may know. Everyone has that, but I see your reading telling you that there's more that you can do by inviting your shadow. See, we're seeing the spider trap something here, trapping a prey. And I do see in your reading that by trapping a certain thought that perhaps is causing cancerous ideas will be the key to having your subconscious mind align with exactly what you want in your situation. In fact, the 4 of Pentacles is about amassing something. So I keep getting the idea of catching something. You know, in Buddhism, the idea with integrating with shadow is referred to as inviting the demons for tea. The demons is, of course, a reference to the ideas in your mind. And the ideas that scare you, ideas that are outside your comfort zone. Because I see here, there's only 2 ways. Either you don't invite them so that you keep yourself safe from these thoughts, but then they'll act like some sort of cancer spreading around, ruining and spoiling everything else. Or it's about sitting, perhaps feeling uncomfortable momentarily, but you will be surprised. You will be surprised that within that setting, as you invite your demons, the very thoughts that you're afraid of taking a look at, you'll find your fortitude. You will, within the same sitting, see things, because the 2 of Swords usually in the Rider-Waite-Smith has a figure that is blindfolded. So you will see something that you couldn't see before. Do you see in the 4 of Cups here, the girl looking at a reflection? Sorry, I mean the 5 of Cups. Looking at a reflection. Discovering something deep within the subconscious mind that could be the source of disappointment for you. See, these thoughts have been working as lies for you. They've been taking away from your own power. And not listening to them will not give you the very key that they hold. My dear pile number 2, your shadow holds a very important key that is missing for you to gain back your power and to destroy that very same monster that you're afraid of. Otherwise, they linger around lying to you about every single thing in your life. Like with the 6 of Cups, by the way, this has been a long time coming. This shadow has been affecting your life for a very long time. I will not leave your reading before I perhaps try to guide you from your subconscious mind's point of view on how to integrate with this shadow, how to speak to this shadow, and how to protect yourself, but at the same time have a very open mind towards what it has to offer you. Now, what is this shadow? I think it's something that you need to discuss, but I will try to find out as much clues as possible to give you the beginning threads of what this shadow may be, and how, as you're reading, see, that's the power of your subconscious mind right there. It is telling you that there is a key of a strength within that shadow that will really not only help free you with the Judgment card here, but it will bring ultimate happiness to how you feel with the Ten of Cups about the whole situation. So what could this shadow be, and what could it be affecting? Let me take a closer look at your cards. You know, the figure of half goat, half human reminds me of the deity Baphomet. Is a deity that is associated with transfer of wisdom and spiritual teachings through rituals and ceremonies. So I'm getting the understanding, before we get to what the shadow is, which I noticed here, that as you communicate with your shadow, you will instantly get the transfer of knowledge. See, bluebell is also associated with the throat chakra, communication. As you get in touch with with your shadow, it's like it's spilling the tea. Not only it's going to tell you something right away, and the idea of right away, you see the explosion in the Judgment here, again giving the impression that it's something that is happening right away, launching as soon as you connect with it. It will not only tell you why you're feeling the way you are, but the powerful thing here is that your subconscious mind, as you get in touch with your shadow, will be able to instantly tell you or give you an idea on how to heal this emotion, allowing you to instantly deal with the situation, the difficult situation that you're going through in your life right away. So I did notice what the shadow may be here. Do you see the Four of Pentacles here? There's a lot of flashiness. There's a lot of crystals and coins, and this duck is wearing all these expensive jewelries from head to toe, literally. You can see decorated feathers all over, and I see perhaps an unconscious need to be greatly seen, noticed, and appreciated and loved. And although this is not something that's bad at all, to want to connect with others and be appreciated for how amazing you are, but with the Seven of Swords, perhaps there's a trick here. It's not coming out of want, out of enjoying perhaps the moment. It's more coming, I believe, out of a trick. Do you see how the Seven of Swords is about to kill themselves without meaning to? And so something could have happened at childhood with the Six of Cups that resulted in disappointment with the Five of Cups. Something happened, and your subconscious mind has to what's the word called? Has to rectify the situation for you. And just like the spider's web, it's strong enough to catch something, but it's also fragile. People can pass through it, and it's all spoiled. It's all brought down, deconstructed in a matter of seconds. And so this is a guide here that is not meant to stay with you forever. The wonderful thing about your reading, the power, since this is the reading, the power of your subconscious mind is that this is not meant to stay with you. You are a person who is meant to shine. Do you see how you're shining bright here with the judgment? And the judgment, it talks about rising, right? So your growth still involves shining, but from a healthier place, from the light, literally, and not from the shadow. And so there's nothing wrong with being confident and showing who you are, or standing out, or whatever it is exactly that is important to you. I do see that it may be coming from the shadow. And the wonderful thing about your mind and your reading, do you see how the bluebells are with the mind? It's like the mind is ready to communicate some sort of fortitude with you, It will show you why it's doing that, and along with it is going to communicate a great idea that you're not seeing to help you balance this energy. Present yourself confidently, but at the same time not needing it, not allowing it to bring you down or up with it as it fluctuates from the outside world. Even this figure's hair is purple. I see a lot of awareness, great awareness. Also, Judgment card is about awareness as well. Even this figure's hair is nearly purple. So the wonderful thing about your reading, the power that you may not know or realize, is that if you allow a talk, a communication with your shadow about why you feel the way you do, why you tend to do something that you may feel may not be entirely balanced, in terms of perhaps how you present yourself, or maybe wanting appreciation or something of the sort, I believe you would know best. Your shadow will be able to communicate with you, and it's an amazing practice. It's a Buddha practice that will really help you become stronger. And I love how your mind will be able to give you the answer right away. Do you see this card? The awareness is instantaneous. This figure is radiating illumination or awareness. Also with the peacock, you're still standing out and confidently from your true inner authentic self, and not from a place that may be hurt and disappointed from childhood. And so you're balancing this out, allowing you to be in a strong position to solve your situation, or to solve the issue that you may be suffering from, or maybe very challenging, in a very easy way. With the 10 of Cups, I see you're going to be very satisfied, and you'll get a lot of great results that you will love. With 10 of Cups is an excess of an energy, which shows that you'll be more than happy with the results and the movement forward and the progression that will happen as you talk to your shadow without any fears, with the intention of finding out from your powerful subconscious mind what the solution is, what its answer is to you. Do you even notice here you have creative ingenuity? Your mind is the highlight of this reading. It's unbelievable. Your mind is very powerful, it's creative, it's brilliant, it holds the answer within. if you allow it to present itself, even if it looks scary in the beginning, it will be presenting you the gift of the answer that will give you the fortitude and the strength to move forward with power, giving you the results that you've wanted and more. And this is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 1. I wish you all the best of luck from my heart. May you always be strong and blessed and standing out, showing your true authentic self, my dear pile number 1. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 1. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook. If you love listening to your books, and my dear pile number 1, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. So interesting, so cool. I wish you the best of luck. I would suggest sitting down in a calm place, setting a time where you believe you would be ready for a conversation like that, because it's going to be a magical time where you're going to download the answer. This is what I see in your reading, and my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look, as you know, at a message about the power of your subconscious mind in your current situation. I'm very excited about this reading and really wondering what this power is going to be. And as you can see, today we're just going to be shuffling the decks. We're going to be using 4 decks and picking your cards right away. We're using 3 tarot decks and 1 oracle deck. So, my dear pile number 2, what is your message about the power of your subconscious mind in your current situation? So, you have the cat and lavender with independence. Okay. Of course, your main card here is the Death Valley with emptiness, hopelessness, and challenges. You also have the Coyote and Datura with deceit. Oh, how interesting. Okay, we'll get to it in a second. Let me first pick up your tarot cards. And that is really cool as well. Oh my God, you have the 4 of Pentacles right in the same place as pile number 1. It's so funny. You may have been drawn to pile number 1. Also, you have the 6 of Wands. Wow, love that. But here, I believe it has another meaning totally. As we look at the rest of your cards, you also have the Tower card. You have the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and Queen of Wands. Goes hand in hand with the heat of the desert. Yes, actually. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, and you have the 7 of Swords. Yes, your reading makes a lot of sense. Pile number 2, I really feel that you could be, as your main card suggests, in a certain situation where you want to achieve something in your life. I see emptiness, hopelessness, and challenges here. Could be saying that you may be looking for wealth, you may be looking for love, you may be looking for a specific dream that you would love to manifest. And it's really cool because I believe here you're going to find out in today's reading how to use the power of your own personal subconscious mind, what it needs exactly to manifest that exact wish to you. So I right away see some sort of deceit in terms of how you see things in your mind, or rather, to put things more clearly, how your mind is deceiving you. Here, we have the Death Valley. And do you remember in the 50s, there was this rush of gold, and the Death Valley is a place, of course, as you know, is in California. It's like so dry, so hot. And there was this rush of gold, like I was saying, and so many people wanted to take a shortcut, or they thought they were going to take a shortcut. They went into the desert and they weren't well prepared for this harsh weather, and they died slowly there. And it's not like you can't live in this Death Valley, because there were nomads that lived there before them for hundreds of years. So we get this idea of perhaps cutting things short to get the gold, or wanting things quickly. You also have the deceit here in the Coyote card. And you have the Seven of Swords, which clearly shows there may be misbelief. Oh no, not misbelief. It's called limiting belief about how you can get what you want. You will certainly get what you want and more. Look at this Four of Pentacles amassing a huge amount of gold and jewels and rubies, you name it. So here I really see that you have a strong wish, and perhaps it didn't come true for you yet. You do have the cat here, and the cat has 9 lives, which shows me clearly in your reading a message that nothing can take away this wish from you, my dear pile number 2. You know how the cat has 9 lives? You think it died and goes back up and it's not dead. That's the idea, right? You think again it died and it's back alive, and so on. It's like nothing, no amount of failures or no amount of disappointments can ever, or with the Tower card, nothing. Do you see how this person is rising? This is in Slavic mythology. I'm not sure. If you know, please let me know down below. It reminds me of Lilyhammer. But, of course, this is not Norse mythology. Anyways, my point is... you see a strong rise here. Do you see the 6 of Wands? Winning, success, achieving what you want. Nothing can take that wish away from you, my dear pile number 2. So you may be feeling hopeless, you may be feeling empty, you may be feeling like nothing is happiness, like extreme emptiness. But there's this quote about emptiness that says, in the vast emptiness, no, if emptiness is endless, then everything rests in emptiness. I really feel that you are going to get what you want, but I believe that the misconception could be about trying to get it fast, or the need to get it right away. That's the lie here. And if it doesn't come right away, then it's not coming for you. So the deceit here is the idea that because it didn't come right away, then you're not supposed to have it. That's definitely not the case, because we are reminded by the harsh heat of the desert with this Queen of Wands. So you can manifest what you want, but the fact that it doesn't happen right away, that sort of deceit doesn't mean that you're gonna lack it. You have you have the card of the 5 of Cups, which is a card of feeling the lack. Oh no, sorry, my dear apologies. The 5 of Cups is the disappointment. And perhaps because this cat is disappointed over spilt milk, it's trying to find a shortcut. All right, so now that we've explored the idea of how you're definitely getting what you want, and how your mind may be playing tricks on you, let's now explore what your message is about the power of your subconscious mind in your current and in this current situation. With the Three of Swords, this idea is cheating you. Do you see this Three of Swords? This person is shocked with the cheating going on here. So this very idea that it needs to happen right away is the biggest lie and cheating that has ever happened in terms of you making you believe that you're not supposed to get something when it's definitely yours, when your mind is fully capable of getting it for you. I love the Four of Pentacles, this specific Four of Pentacles in conjunction with the Six of Wands. We see a lot of success. We see a lot of bounty. We see someone being very blessed. So what is the power of your subconscious mind? First of all, the Selenite. By clearing, Selenite is clearing of energy. By clearing your thoughts, removing this limiting belief of your mind, you allow your mind to use its power to the fullest to attract what you want for you. Because with the Tower, it seems to me that whenever this power arises and things don't happen as soon as you perhaps expect them, you kill that very power that was creating momentum to make this happen for you. And despite all of that, it's standing there waiting for you to unleash its power by removing the limitation for it to attract things for you. This tells me with the 9 lives here and the specific Four of Pentacles that by nature you are a very strong manifester, my dear pile number 2. And it's only this deceit, this limiting belief and the shortcuts or whatever exactly it is that is standing in your way, cheating you into thinking that there is nothing, when in fact you really have everything. Do you see that, my dear pile number 2? And so, removing this idea, you give power back to your subconscious mind to get back into power, to manifesting and attracting and moving you into the right direction to achieve this very goal for you. No, whatever that goal is or goals are, no matter how easy or hard, your mind is super powerful and has the potential and the strength, do you see that, to make it happen for you. Don't stand in its way, my dear pile number 2. Always remove these limiting beliefs. Be patient. Allow it to bring this beautiful bounty or these beautiful blessings that you want in your life to you. It may take time, since time is the factor here. It may take time. It may be right away, and it's stopped by a limiting belief, and it may take time. Whatever the situation is, let it try, just like AI. Do you know, can we say that AI in its first trials is not capable of doing amazing things? A discussion of whether AI is good or bad aside, right? In its first trials, it learns through trial and error. And if we judge it early on with its ability to get things right in an early stage, we would have denounced that AI is useless and does not have the capability and the power to do what it does today, and who knows what it's going to do later on. It could be, you never know. So we cannot judge things in its early stage. With the 9 lives here, this shows that your mind doesn't give up. It has that power. It just needs to be unleashed. Let it learn. Let it try and fail, or maybe try and win right away. And through these trials, even if you haven't picked up consciously what you've learned, although that's an amazing practice to do, your subconscious is picking up clues, and eventually, when it's time, it's going to release that power and attract what what you want to you. Not one time, not two times, every single time you want to attract something to yourself. I see that your message would be, don't stand in your own way of your own power. Let the path be clear. Let it go out full. Let your subconscious mind go out full throttle, attracting your dreams right at your footsteps. My dear pile number 2. Such a beautiful reading. It touched my heart. I wish you the best of luck. May you always be a great manifester, my dear pile number 2. This is exactly what I see in your reading about the message of the power of your subconscious mind in your current situation. If you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 2. Speaking of manifestation, this book could really help you out. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it in the first place. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the best of luck. Good luck manifesting everything that you want in your life. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Inner Guardian with protection, defense, and refuge, along with the Yellow Aventurine. And today we're taking a look at a message about the power of your subconscious mind in your current situation. And as you can see, we'll be using 3 tarot decks. I feel like these 3 cards want to come out. Let's start with these. And we're also using 1 oracle card for this reading. The last 2 readings were very interesting. Cannot wait to get straight into yours and to see what your power of your subconscious mind is, and what your message is today with regards to using it in a certain specific situation in your life. If I said pile number 1, my apologies. Of course, I meant pile number 3. Okay, so let's now take a look at your oracle cards. So you have, oh my goodness, you might be drawn to pile number 2 because they got this, the cat and the lavender. Let me show it to you, with independence in the second pile. So you may want to check the second pile out. It may pertain to you as well if you feel drawn to it. You also have the sheep and blackberry with devotion. Okay, you have the strength card. Love that. Okay. You have, wow, what a card. You have the world card. Love the energy here. And you have the 5 of cups. Interesting. Okay, let's now take a look at the other side. You have the Page of Swords. You have the Fool card. And you have the Queen of Wands. Last but not least, let's take a card here. Wow, you have the 10 of Cups. Oh my. What a reading to unpack. So with the 5 of Cups straight away, I do see some disappointment, some sadness over something. Obviously over a difficult situation in your life. 5 of Cups shows, hey, did the last reading in pile number 2 have the 5 of Cups here? I think it did. Oh my God, you really may want to check pile number 2 out. Anyways, the 5 of Cups has to do with lack. So you could be in a specific situation in your life where you are lacking something, but at the same time, although, oh my God, I made the same mistake as pile number 2, saying that the 5 of Cups is lacking. No. You could be lacking something. The Five of Cups is a card of disappointment, like I said. And although you are crying over something or disappointing over something, perhaps wishing for something, you are also guarding yourself from it. See, Ten of Cups shows ultimate happiness, but it's not reaching you because there is a guard, a wall up, meant to protect you from something. My dear pile number 2, whether you realize it or not, this is the situation at hand. And I would tell you the same thing I told pile number 2 with the cat appearing here in a reading like that, with the power of your subconscious mind. Seeing the cat, of course, it reminds me that it has 9 lives. Reading independence tells me that you're fully capable of achieving these dreams for yourself. With the cat having 9 lives, it's like no matter what happens, you are meant to have what you are hoping and dearly wishing for. That gives you this ultimate happiness in the Ten of Cups. The cat, it dies, you think it's dead, it goes back to life 9 times. It's like every time you think it's over, it's not over, which tells me that there is a foot on the gas pedal. Your subconscious mind waiting to take off to make this happen for you. But perhaps by protecting yourself or guarding yourself from the very same thing that you may be wanting in reality, could be the very same thing that is stopping you from achieving what you want. So an example of that type of energy could be connecting with others. For example, it's one of the popular examples of shields. There's a lot. It could be protecting yourself from love as well. It could be protecting yourself from achieving your dreams because you're afraid of the disappointment. Whichever case it is, like the example I was going to say, is like wanting to connect. I feel like my hand hit the card here, and I'll check what it is. I feel like although you want to connect with others, as the example that I wanted to share, you are protecting yourself from them because you are afraid that they would lie to you, that they would cheat, that they would hurt you, that they would disappoint you one way or the other. Yeah, it's this fear of being disappointed with the Five of Cups is what your mind is protecting you from. And so perhaps your mind has convinced you that you don't need that thing. But deep down, there is a struggle knowing that you also wanted very much. It makes you so happy with the Ten of Cups as well as the Queen of Wands and the World. It actually may turn out to be the world to you, what you've always wanted. And you may have blocked that wish or blocked that access to protect yourself, because just as it is ultimate happiness here to you with the Ten of Cups, is ultimate disappointment as well when things don't go right with the Five of Cups. There was a nudge here. Five of Wands. And in a great internal struggle between your want and your great desire and the ego being afraid of getting hurt. So that is the struggle right there. The sheep gives me the idea of following boldly what you want. Now, how can you follow boldly what you want when you are afraid and protecting yourself? I really see here a new beginning, because you have the Fool and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is like a new chapter, but a new chapter of thought. Fool is embarking on the journey anyways, not knowing what type of results are coming. This will end with the Queen of Wands. If we're talking about you connecting with others or love, then the Queen of Wands in that case would show that you unleashing your charisma and your inner glow to attract that what you want. If it's not about people, then of course the Queen of Wands is a manifester, allowing you to manifest everything and more. And I do see with all of the sunflowers, a lot of eyes on you for one reason or the other. It depends, of course, on your wish, but for attention, of course, the Queen of Wands is popularity. There's a lot of attention on you. So back to my thought here with the new page, with the Fool and the Page of Swords. The power of your subconscious mind to heal this situation completely, to heal the struggle. And not only that, but to allow you to complete, to get exactly what you want. You see that? By now, which means you're going to get it right away, is to turn a new chapter of thought with the Page of Swords. A different way of speaking to yourself about it. And just like I told pile number 2 with the cat here, you know, with the, remember that example with the foot being on the pedestal? Your mind is very strong. It's waiting to create your reality, the reality that you believe in. And so here I see that it's all about speaking to yourself, because you see the Fool is all by themselves and their mouths are open. It's like they're talking to themselves as they're doing something. So I really feel like here it's the power of changing the way you speak to yourself that will shift your energy from running away to the Queen of Wands, of being powerful. Do you see the energy of the World card here, standing with all of this type of confidence and glowing amidst everyone? There's something about you glowing here. Achieving what they want, going around the world, glowing, shining, manifesting what they want and getting it right away. I feel that it's all in the power of speaking to yourself. The more you change the way you speak to yourself in this specific area, the more powerful your brain is going to go after what you want. So you could be already speaking to yourself in other areas of your life very nicely. But with inner guardian, I feel like guardian also reminds me of someone being the guardian of someone, taking care of someone. So I get the idea of you being your inner friend within this specific area of your life that is disappointing you. To encourage yourself. If you had a child that you really loved and wanted to encourage and you wanted to help them out, how would you speak to them? Would you tell them, yes, you're right. You failed a couple of times. You didn't do it a couple of times. So I guess you're not going to do it. Or would you take a breath and say, we're trying again. Look at me. It didn't work several times, but I'm behind you. I'm with you. We're going to get this done together. Okay? High five. So I see that strong type of energy with the Page of Swords here. Speaking to yourself differently and not allowing your thoughts to put you down, to tell you, oh, they're going to do this to you, they're going to do that. Because we see a bone here, signifying death or signifying being afraid quickly. Encourage yourself back again. Always go back to thinking, what would I tell my child if I had one in this situation to encourage them? What would I say? And say that to yourself. And as you train your mind to be your own guardian, your own friend, your own best friend in this situation, you will be unleashing the power of your own mind. Forgive yourself. When it doesn't work, don't ever tell yourself, oh, I'm not going to make it. It's not going to work. They didn't let me in this time. I didn't make it here. Forgive yourself. You can tell yourself, it's okay. It didn't work out this time. It's okay. Let's try again. with other people, with other things, with another situation. And then it may not even work. And remember what you would tell your own child at that moment as you're raising them to become strong people that go after what they want. What would you tell them? It's okay. Take a break today. Breathe. Let's cuddle together. Let's have a cup of hot coffee. And tomorrow, we're getting it done together. So that's the type of encouragement that will lead you. See, you have the yellow Aventurine, and that's a stone all about courage, confidence, boldness, power. So if you need that type of energy, I would highly recommend, since you were drawn to this pile, to hold the yellow Aventurine with you. Crystals, believe me, they work. Holding them, getting energy from them, constantly cleansing them, but don't depend on them is the most important thing. Allow it to help you, but always depend on you and the power of your mind. And I really see that the key that the message here is giving you to unleashing the power of your subconscious mind in the situation of getting that exact thing that you're preventing from yourself, that you're afraid of disappointing you, is to be okay with the disappointment when it happens. Is to say, you know what? It's okay. We'll forgive ourselves since it happened. We'll keep ourselves safe. So we'll move away. And you see the idea of trying again. You know, the idea of trying again is so potent in your reading that we're seeing a strong, beautiful person at an older age who is perhaps stronger than most people I know in this card. That strength of not relying on past experiences or age or whatever circumstances to let them down. And look at them today. They're running like they're 20 years old, right? So I'm really seeing the idea of getting up, trying again. It's never over. It's never over until you get what you want. And you are supported by a subconscious mind that has its foot on the pedal, waiting to make this happen for you, my dear pile number 3. So don't be discouraged and end this eternal battle. It's time to let this go and be devoted to going after what you want. Don't let your mind play tricks on you and hold something off that means the world to you. And so, by befriending your mind and forgiving yourself for every time it doesn't go right. Don't give labels to yourself. Oh, they must think this, or I must be that. Never. Talk to yourself the way you would raise your own child to be a powerful person. And that is exactly how you unleash that sort of power that is ready, non-stop. It's not going to stop. You know, I feel with the cat here, it's something that is not going to stop until it gets you not just what you want. This is the 10 of Cups, more than you would ever imagine. And I would highly recommend you watch pile number 2, because although the messages were different, but they were very close in its essence somehow. If you're drawn to it, I would highly recommend it. And my dear pile number 3, what an amazing reading. I wish you the best of luck. It's so amazing how this is your message from your subconscious mind. All the best of luck with what you want to get and what speaks to your heart. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. My dear pile number 3, this book can really help you achieve the things that you want and become productive and go after your goals. And in such an easy and fun way to do it. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you the best of luck from my heart. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!